And I'm a very force melee kind of guy with my ranged heroes,
Yep.
so you're gonna see it right now. And this is classic. This is why I play the mech. Is he
Boom!
fills those.
Look at that. Take him out of range.
Yep. So
Nice.
Here they come. And obviously the Banshees are trouble. You don't want to be sticking around too long. But I was fortunate to not get knocked back too soon. And I saw here he's gonna reset up. I was like, okay, that's fine. I got a teleport waiting for you. So then I get the force melee. And here, perfect model losses. Like, this is exactly what I wanted to do. So that worked out perfectly. Except I let my Sluggas chase for a little too long. So.
Beautiful. Yeah, unfortunately, you bump right into the second Shuriken team here. And as you called it at the beginning, he is going for double Shurikens. And being a good little Eldar at that and making sure he kind of staggers them a little bit. But, man, that was great use. Great tips for any of the new mech players out there.
Yeah.
Remember your first
any of the mech players, because really it's just like me and Norny.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I suppose
But,
that's true.
and you can see, look, the War Spider has completely deconstructed my economy at this point.
He's taken the victory point, he's taken your natural requisition point, and the requisition point up top here. You still haven't been able to get back on that yet. That's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying indeed.
Unreal. And you can see, like, I almost never build Storm Boys, and here I am building Storm Boys because I already see 2 Shuriken platforms and no upgrades on the Banshee. So I know he's committed to another unit yet. So I'm like, oh man, this is trouble. Because honestly, in the War of Mass Tier 1, Ork do not win. I don't care what anybody says. Shooters are great. I'm gonna, I'll throw it out there. They're great. Aiming, what's that, all that. But you can't be spending 20 red every engagement just to win an engagement and expect to win the game. Because eventually, then that Authar comes in, and guess what? I got no red for Call the Boys to get it all back. So, it's just, shooters are good, but they're not that good. Everybody thinks they're like God.
Yep, boom, and here comes your Storm Boys down south. And this is pretty interesting. So unfortunately, you just found out that there's a Shuriken team right there. And you're going to start noticing that they're all over the place. But once again, it looks like you're forcing melee up top here.
Yeah, and it's I'm just sort of poking around, feeling out his positioning right now, and sort of figuring out where exactly his stuff, is getting set up. Because usually you'll find players who use platforms a lot. They have these key little spots. Everybody's got their niche little spot that they like to hang out. So I'm just sort of feeling him out, but at the same time, I'm getting pretty worried. And I have no idea that the third Shuriken platform's coming. I thought he was full tech by now and really pushing the power.
Yeah, and this is a really interesting tactic that he's using. He's basically turning the center of the map into his own little fort here.
Yeah, it's his own prison.
Yeah.
Prison, really.
You're locked in here with me.
The guards on the wall, and I'm just trying to jailbreak hardcore here.
Yeah. And so just with his overlapping Shurikens, and now here comes your Storm Boys, but unfortunately, again, he has that second Shuriken cannon team there. That's going to be hurting you a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't think I lose any models on that one, but I mean, if I did, then it just hurts that much worse. 40 and 4, I think it is. And yeah, I almost never built Storm Boys because they're just such bad bleeders in Tier 1. But Tier 2, man, those guys are crazy. That when they land with the stun and the knob, and man, they do some sick damage for sure.
Yeah, man, he is really committed to this. Now, this is very interesting because he can always poke out with his Warp Spider Exarch and start harassing your economy as he's been.
Yeah, I really like his strat. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I didn't like it at this time.
Yeah, but he just turns the center of the map into this fort. I mean, that's the only way to describe it with all the turrets sticking out of it.
Yeah, and I think this is really the only map you can do that on. Even on Caldera's Refinery, I mean, that map, the Tech Marine can turn the center into, a personal hell for anybody playing against him. But on this map, just with these big walls in here that really block grenades and everything, like you can definitely fort it up in the middle.
And I love the coordination here because you had picked that apart in your head. The Storm Boys go in, they hit the one, you blinked in, you teleport in with the mech and hit the other, but of course this is the first time you realize that, yeah, there was actually a third Shuriken.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, seriously, man? Like, this is going to get impossible
but
right away.
Yeah, it's very deliberate, like, play, counterplay, play, counterplay. Like, the first time you jumped in alone, he shot you, and you said, okay, this time I'll blink in and jump in. But unfortunately, he had the extra cannon that time.
Yeah, and just like chess, right? I'm sure you can appreciate
that. Exactly. I always love the chess analogies.
So, I mean, most people would think I'm 100% committed to a truck at this point, but I think I popped the Weird Boy first. And the whole thing is, when I build a Weird Boy, the very first thing I do is get, like, the Gork upgrade. Because it's just such a good chance to get big kills. If he is not paying attention, that's a dead squad. That's bottom line. So, like, if I can have a Tier 2 Rock Strike, you better believe I'm going to upgrade to it,
Yeah, especially with the 3 weapons teams out there. Those are pretty
like, that's prime target for that. Nice. I mean, even if he retreats, I get a knockback on a retreat, maybe the Sluggas or the Storm Boys are within range to get a couple melee hits in, so.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I guess I would have instantly just assumed, as I do with any Ork player, that you would be going truck first.
Which is generally the best idea, for sure. The truck is their most cost-effective thing you can buy as Ork. Better than any knob upgrade, better than anything is the truck. You know, you got speed 9 or whatever it is for 180 and 20. It's invaluable, and it sucks that you need it. But if Orkz did get buffs, then the truck would need nerfs for sure, because it is the most effective transport in the game for sure.
All right, so now I can see you moving out here with the rest of your army. You just scared away some Guardians down south with your Sluggas. You got the big blob of your army moving in, so what are you thinking at this phase?
I've pretty much got him 3-pronged at this point. I'm going, okay, now how to do this? I just want to kill as much as possible. I've got the Foot of Gork upgrade. It pops right now, but I realize one of my shooters is already gone, so I can't really force it up with the double wog. But I got my Storm Boys in. I see his shurikens turn around to attack the Storm Boys, so I'm going to pop in with my my mech and force melee on the other shuriken. And it looked like a pretty good battle. I mean, the Weird Boy doesn't bleed, right? So I leave him in there as long as I can.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't know, it works out. You distract with the Weird Boy, and then you start killing stuff with him. It's basically how it works.
Beautiful, beautiful 3-pronged attack right there. I love this replay in particular. I really love because we get to see an opponent who has a very specific defensive strategy, and I get to see you pick it apart. I think the image that comes to mind is like in Jurassic Park when the Velociraptor just keeps slamming up against the fences, the electric fences, testing it for weaknesses, just like, you know. That's you. Man. You're just like, okay, slam.
Yeah,
nope.
I'm that
okay.
I'm that Chris Bosch right now. I'm definitely the Velociraptor. Yeah, no, it's at this point I was feeling pretty comfortable, but at the same time, you can see I'm starting to upgrade the mech. I'm starting to expect a Falcon or whatever at any point, and usually that's really bad news. Because I mean, you can see my army. The only soft counter, so to speak, is my Weird Boy. But when a Falcon's on the field, he just puts the Guardians behind it, and the Weird Boy needs to run almost instantly, or else he's in, you know, critical health.
Yep.
Unless I spend another, I guess it would be 60 power to upgrade his health. You know, so it's real big trouble. The vehicles are unbelievable problem. So I'm gonna be getting the.
Oh God! And down south, I see your guys retreating.
Oh! He's Louise. Yeah, that's stupid Autark. But I mean, at least I got his hero out of it, right? So.
Yeah. The hero in the center, I guess he was totally focused on the bottom.
Just like I was. Focused on using that. And you're gonna see him do that many times. Like he just completely killed my back line. I'm down to 3 squads just like that, and he's got 6. So.
Man, that was 2 shooter boy squads on the retreat there. Good use of the warp vomit right there, just to kind of buy some short amount of time here against these banshees.
And it's too bad that Weird Boy isn't doing anything right now.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
I was badly clicking on him to do something, but here he almost dies because he gets trapped in that and gets knocked down on retreat. I'm like, oh my god! But thankfully, I popped that heal, and I think he gets out with 36 hit points or something like that. It's just, oh yeah,
Yikes.
38. There we go. Yeah,
really close right there. Slug of
he definitely could have chased into the base and finished the kill, but he didn't, thankfully. Yeah. So at that point, I don't know, I was losing some units and everything, and I lost those shooters, and I was really worried after that because I knew once my back line is gone, then my Weird Boy doesn't regenerate energy nearly as fast, and then his platforms become doubly as effective again, and then after that, the other thing I'm thinking here is like my melee now has to fight his Autark, and that's never a good situation because Autark doesn't bleed, so you're gonna bleed, and hopefully just gain map from fighting sub commander, you know.
So what are you doing with all of these proximity mines all over the map here? That's another interesting feature.
This is a classic Banshees and Autark combo, and I've had too many Warp Spider Exarchs rape me with this. So what I'm doing is setting up a bunch of landmines in the retreat path. I haven't seen the vehicle yet.
In your own retreat path too.
In my own retreat, because they don't really do damage to anything really. All they do is suppress and pop you off your feet. So I'm gonna put them in my own retreat path and protect my units from retreat kills. So that's basically the whole
so you're expecting to be chased down by fleeting Autarks and stuff.
Are unreal fast, and I have to jump in on platforms, so I am going to have to retreat. So I mean, it just makes sense, and you will see these landmines save lives.
Nice.
They're like I don't even know what to call it, but here we go. Yeah, so you got super fast Banshees now, right? They're going to tear apart, and this is the exact thing I want to avoid: the leap on the Banshees with the sprint.
Oh, Foot of Gork!
Oh, here we
go.
And
look at that. He's even trying to unset up, but it doesn't matter. And we get to see the suppression mines going off, the proximity mines knocking back those lovely ladies chasing you to death.
Yeah, and then I sort of have to push them away with the truck there, but that's a cheap move. Like that's a really cheap move, but I had to do it because you lose a Weird Boy, you lose the game. So
it's okay. You see that stuff all the time in Company of Heroes, like even just early vehicles people use them just to shove units out of cover and stuff.
Yeah, it's so cheap. But I mean, you can see here, this is classic Orc move. This is what you need to do. bring the truck in, bait them with the truck, let the Banshees attack the truck, pull out the sluggers, pop everything you can, and turn on auto reinforce. They will kill anything up close like that. You know, and you can see here the mines are full effect. His warp spider's retreating, even though he's got like full health, but he thinks I'm gonna pop slugs on him. So I mean, like, it's just hilarious. I love seeing units just can't move anywhere because they just keep running.
And we saw the Autark sky leap during that too, which is not something I
and
see.
Luckily I saw that and I sort of had that in mind. So like and you can watch top right now. I purposely do this. I make it look like I'm not paying attention. I knew he'd wait for a bit, but I was watching him the whole time, and I knew he's gonna drop this thing. So you can see right here, he's gonna drop the sky leap. Yep, and into the truck. I knew it. Yeah, I knew he was
baiting him into a sky leap right there.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna try that garbage on me.
Even in chat, nope.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm so sick of that Autark ruining my day, man. You know, so that's I'm pretty focused, and I don't know, I've been playing at a pretty high level lately, so I was able to do that.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Your rank on the ladder at the beginning of this. You were
I was
like
rank
5.
4. I'm rank 5 now. Damn you, Vindicare, for playing and winning. But anyway, whatever. The fact is, I was stuck at like 50 or whatever for the longest time, and I switched over to mech, and I really perfected my play with the mech. And I mean, here I am now. I'm rank 5, rank 4, whatever. It's too bad I couldn't. I really wanted to play against Ed in that tournament, but that's another point. So whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got the Zap bouncing around right now. I'm loving that, but it goes to the Autark, and he gets the Autark out. And,
runs away. Damn it.
Yeah. But see what? Zap is not nearly what it used to be. Like, it used to be an absolutely lethal squad killer.
Squad wiping
now
maniac.
it bounces to a squad a maximum of 1 time. So it will do like maybe an 800 pop or something. I think that's maybe 900 is the highest it pops, but it still does something. Makes people micro. Keeps their mind on something else. So here we go. We got a great truck rush, and I'm gonna jump in the Storm Boys right on top of the Banshees.
It's gonna make a mess out of all this. Wow.
So and there it is, big lure, and then you see just auto reinforce, wog. Everybody kill stuff, and then all of a sudden I get grenaded. So.
Damn.
And
the grenade comes up. Oh!
Yeah. At that point, I'm not feeling too good about that. So you can see the Autark jumping in. I think she's got the execution.
Bomba boys. Oh, nope. You're almost going to take out the Halley Veggies. There we go.
So here we go. Okay, you get to see this Storm Boy Knob gets his life saved. Warspire X-Rad has Power Blade, but he can't do nothing because he's suppressed.
Boom! Suppressed by the land. Look at that. Look at that. That was like a textbook example of why that strategy works.
Well, and I mean, especially on this map, like, so much experience on it playing against Tyranids, getting raped in that exact spot by Spore Mines. And now I'm thinking, okay, what are some defensive mechanisms for retreating? And lo and behold, I have these useless landmines that have found a use. So.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
That is excellent. And during that whole time there, you found your way all the way up to tier 3. You've been holding on.
Oh yeah, with 3 squads, no less, against 6. So now I got them down to 4 squads. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling all right.
It looks like he's bringing out the Warp Spiders, but you've got the knobs.
Yeah, I mean, knobs really aren't that great, but it's Warp Spiders. But it's just Warp Spiders only tickle knobs, so you know, it forces him to buy war gear on his Warp Spider. And I saw that he's already got the Power Blades, so now if I force him to buy Integral to deal with the knobs, I've got, you know, he's just got that much less stuff to deal with the rest of my army, which I will be supplementing, you know. So the knobs really draw a lot of attention and allows me to leverage my Weird Boy, my mech, and I mean my Storms and my Sluggers. I mean, they're both level 2 right now too, so they're doing some very respectable damage, and they're not bleeding nearly as much because they got that HP that they desperately needed. So.